Okay, hope you hear me loud and clear. Still see people coming in on the call, which is perfect. Welcome to today's ALG call, 16th of June. I know there's people calling in from around the world, many different time zones, which is perfect. Have a lot of different things to go through the coming minutes. Me and Jens, also Jens is on board, of course, on the call as well. I know that Jens has had yesterday several webinars in several different markets. It's great to see the response there, of course. And yes, we're in still in Stockholm, which is great. A lot of things going on, meetings. As I told you last week, when I actually stepped into the office, they was 3 people standing right when I walked in. It was kind of interesting how they were looking at me, wondering, how do I have a key and how did I get in? As all 3 of them I hadn't met at all since it was about 3 months ago I was in the Stockholm office. And this is actually constantly growing, the same as the Dubai team is growing to be able to support efforts. Have a few updates before, and obviously start with the one most frustrating that is a work in progress, which is payouts. Now, as you know, we have fallen behind a bit more, unfortunately. We were catching up pretty good, and we have fallen up behind a bit more. So want to talk a little bit about this, spend a couple of minutes on it, yes, so you see, the flow of it. First of all, as you have heard, there is a total plan of catching up and making sure that we actually keep to the line of being within 21 days when people are asking for a withdrawal of BTC. And of course, the goal is to even down the line speed that up even better. And in this process, we've done the adjustment of the compensation plan. One part is, of course, the activation, meaning you need to have active points, building an active business, etc., etc. Several different keys in there. On top of that, it's as well the multi-wallet that you all know about. It's also a part of the process of speeding up payments as well. I will say that we have actually start getting some more tempo on this, on the payments. There is, I'm looking actually at factual figures that has gone out. There is about 1 million plus euros per day going out. I'm looking at since our last call, actually like last Wednesday. So we are making progress. Also, there has been several, the last one this morning, calls with IT on how to speed this up. So we actually can catch up as much as we want, even though we know there is a process of catching up where the multi-wallet is a part of it as well. We are working on several ways on being able to do this constantly. But I will tell you, and it's actually great to see seen in different groups where people have been sharing that they have been getting paid around the world. So if you are not so far, sorry about that. Working on it. Company's high priority is to focus on this. Yes, to take that point right away in the call. Secondly, moving forward, talking a little bit about loyalty points. We are not today 1 million. We are not today 5 million. We are not today 10 million. We are 31 million. And as you know, we've had a system where people are claiming their loyalty points once a week on Wednesdays. This is something, it will go out news about this later today or tomorrow, that next week we are actually fine-tuning this with our growth, which is actually, it's a positive challenge to have. Meaning we will have random days to claim your loyalty points. This means that some will have Tuesday, some will have Thursday, some will have Friday, but basically it will be the same. You'll have a week like you have now, but now everybody's claiming the rewards on Wednesday. So there'll come out news about this This is a positive thing that is happening. It is we can't handle everybody claiming the same day. It's actually creating some chaos on the platform. So just wanted to give you a heads up on this. Mail is going out in all our languages about this as well, and it's something that it actually will be starting next week, and then people will adjust to it step by step. But it's kind of the same thing. It's just everybody will have, and you will always see your claim date in your back office, etc. Talking a little bit about multi-wallet, I know you're very excited about the multi-wallet. And as you heard last week, step by steps, we're actually moving forward to the first part of this. And just to go through a few points, what will be happening first. This is planned during June, I would say within weeks. It's actually to register interest for, let me see here. I think I have a little problem on my slides here. It should not say transfer money to other users there. Sorry about that. So basically you register for interest of the swap from C1 rewards to shares of the PLC company in the UK. Then the second part is make sure that your KYC is in place, meaning you need to have your KYC in place on crowd1.com. So if you know you're doing this, make sure your KYC is set on crowd1.com. Then the third part will be you'll sign up for the multi-wallet and actually do KYC, which of course you need to be the same KYC as on Crowd1. And that actually will be the steps you're doing and how it is working. So that is some exciting things happening with the multi-wallet. To go back, talking a little bit about the multi-wallet, this is a big game changer for Crowd1 and for all the members. It is basically we're getting our own, like people today are using Coinbase, Binance, Kraken, and there's many different wallets. And now we will have our own. And if you are holding C1 rewards, you are actually in a position to own a part of that company, which is creating value with at the same time streamline coming in, or income coming in, or residual coming in from our different products and services. On top of this, I'd like to actually tell you all that yesterday we actually paid out residual to all. Congratulations to all leaders, but also the last C1 the reward payout. As you know, moving down the line, this will be done through the multi-wallet, etc. So this was done yesterday. Congratulations to everybody again on that. Next point to talk a little bit about is, of course, Mixer. We are growing, and what should you focus on Mixer? Of course, go in there. You have the game. If you are a member, go in and use the game, play the game, learn the game, because that is how you will get more people playing. And that is, for example, if you have Mixer today and you recruit a new member, he or she gets Mixer, and they ask you something about Mixer and you have no clue what they're talking about, they will understand you haven't even played the game. So it's really important that you actually claim your Mixer, of course, but also try it. Spend a couple of minutes here and there on Mixer, because it helps you when you are developing your business, which is important. Planet IX, 2 o'clock today. We'll say we did sell out the promotion early, and we twisted Planet IX arms to actually keep it until 2 p.m. CET and today. And I will say congratulations to everybody that got the pixel package, 20,000 pixels, or the multiple amount of pixel package you did purchase at a beta price. This is totally amazing. Congratulations to this. Next thing, and I mean, here are the key points I wanted to talk about. Is of course a thing that's coming up is our mega event, and it is coming up fast. with 3rd of July coming around the corner. I know it still feels like it's beginning of June, but it's actually just past mid-June. And I know, Jens, we're not today sitting next to each other like we had the pleasure of doing last week, but I know you're very close from here in Denmark and close through Zoom. So I'll leave it over to you to talk a little bit about things going on, and of course, focus a bit on, why this event can boost your business.
Thank you, Kenny. Awesome listening to you. I enjoy it very much. I always learn something when you talk and the way that you present stuff. Make some good notes. I think it's a good practice for everyone who listens into these calls. If you just take a piece of paper like I just did and make notes. I even knew what Kenny was going to talk about, but I do like to make the notes, because whatever you put on a piece of paper, you put in your mind. It's sort of like you don't have a choice. So you sort of tattooing these informations in. And if we just take a second and scroll back here, I found out yesterday I had a marathon with Udo and all of his global leaders, where he said, can you do one call for me? And I said, yes, I'm happy to do a call for you. And we started at 4 p.m. in the afternoon, and we ended up at 10 o'clock last night, unable to talk. But just think about this. For so long, this company has been building up. And I was lying all night yesterday, because I was telling everyone we are 30 million people. We're 30 million people. I was 1 million people off. I mean, there are companies, huge companies out there that doesn't have 1 million members. And I was overseeing that. I was simply not updated on the number of people in the company, and not just in the company. And this is perhaps the most important message I got to share with you is it's 1 million people in your company. Because if you understand just 10% of what Kenny just said, for more than 2 years, you guys been building it up. You've been building it up. You've been recruiting, sharing the vision, getting people excited. And they've been excited about the C1 rewards, not really knowing what they would turn out to be. And they didn't turn out to be, like some sort of a payout or something extra. They turn out to be tangible shares in a company that would be the very foundation of your future. Because if you understand the multi-wallet is a complete game changer for the CROWD1 community. It's a complete game changer. It will attract a whole new series of people because of the transparency, because of the opportunity that it provides to the already existing mind-blowing opportunity. And that ties perfectly into our new tagline, unleashing opportunities, because that is exactly what we're doing. Now after we had the challenges, what did Kenny just tell you? More than 1 million is already running out every day. And this is by no means satisfactory to anyone. It's really working in progress to speed that up. So more than 1 million catching up now, and speed up processes there. And there's a fundamental solution, being provided with the multi-wallet. We got everything to be tremendously excited about. I couldn't help but laugh a little bit though, Kenny, with the one slide. It says, if you have interest in swapping your C1 rewards, I mean, who would not have? Make sure you inform everyone out there, because there will be 4 type of people involved in the swap. And the first group would be the kind of people that, missed out, because they said, this is never happening. We don't believe in this. This is not going to be anything, worth anything. So I'm going to leave for some other opportunity. That group already forfeited all of their C1 rewards, right? Now, the second group are going to say, I'm going to swap my C1 rewards into shares, and I'm going to sell the shares to get some money. And that's fully fair. Go ahead if you want to do that. The third group, however, is going to be, different. They're going to say, I'm going to swap my C1 rewards into the shares, and I'm going to keep them, because I know these shares will be a reflection of every project that CROWD1 will launch. And just understand the magnitude of what it is. Because already with Mixter, with more than 1 million people in a testing environment, I mean, this is a mind-blowing business to be able to participate in. What will happen once all of the test phase is done and you got a fully functioning, mega tested product that we are able to go out and literally explode into the global market? What will happen to the value of that? Well, was that maybe mixed a one-time success? I don't think so. You look at Planet IX, it's next level stuff. Already in the pre-beta phase, we got more than 4 million people registered. This thing is taken off like nothing we've ever seen before. And you know, companies, literally billion-dollar companies, are like products in this company. And so what's going on right now, you need to develop perspective. You really need to develop perspective and see the bigger picture here, because that will determine what you're going to do. You know, we look here at the slide where it says the World Maker Event, and the company is going from reactive to proactive. The tagline of that is simply, for a very long time, the company was not able to recruit anyone. Why? They didn't have, you know, the time to do so. The company did not have the opportunity to do so because people were, you know, not able to travel, not able to be interviewed. They were stuck in positions with existing companies. And so everyone hands on deck, working day and night, but never really able to catch up with the growth of the network. The company has taken time out now to say, hey, we got to start being in charge of this. What it simply means, some of the time every day, you know, you need to respond to situations that occur in your business and work with that. And the company is doing this amazingly, but also took some time out to hire more people, more talent, to be able to really control the future, the growth and the direction of the business. And you're going to see a totally different Crowd1 in over the next coming weeks and months, because you're going to see everything come into surface, what has been worked on in the background. And you're going to see a company that takes charge. You're going to see a company that is going to lead the way. It's going to continuously excite you with new product lines, with new offerings. And some of you have asked, you know, can we continue to have that? Well, people are lining up. They want Crowd1 to take their product offerings and go out there and make it big. And so Crowd1 will offer something that no other company can offer in the future, because we will be offering not only as a financial partner, but really as a proper promotional global partner. And anyone who wants to go global, they will never find a better opportunity, a better business partner than Crowd1. And I want you to hear, not Crowd1. They will never find a better business partner than you and your network. So at these times where there's been challenges, it's perfectly normal. It's perfectly normal for every business. They are much more, we have an easier time to accept challenges when we look back. Right now, we're in them, we're battling them, but we also got to see that we're working our way out of this. I really want you to make up your mind here. So what are you doing every day? Are you mostly reactive, or are you proactive? You know, make a fundamental decision. Are you going to be, you know, focusing or looking for reasons to why you couldn't succeed? Because there was a delay back then when I started. Are you going to look for reasons not to fulfill your dreams? Or are you going to look for reasons to succeed? Are you going to look for ways to succeed? The simple truth is, we become whoever we surround ourselves with. So you got to make sure not only to participate in the World Maker Event. For that, you need to sign up today. You need to sign up for the World Maker Event today, because you want the information, because you want the company to know that you want the information, because we need to understand which markets are looking in, which markets are active. That will, you know, steer the priorities of the company. So if you sit and wait and say, I'm going to go and do this last minute, it doesn't have the same value for your business, doesn't have the same value for your market, because the company will not know in time. So make it a priority right now that you make sure everyone gets registered. This is number one. Number two, there are a lot of events taking place in your business, in your, you know, local area. A lot of events taking place before the Global Mega Event. You know, the World Mega Event is not something where you should say, I'm going to sign up, I'm going to have a look at it. what you need to understand is you're dealing with the fastest growing company ever in mankind. So man history. So if you understand that, and you're dealing with this, and you see the growth of it right now, what you need to do is you need to make sure that you have a team of 10 new people that are going to watch this with you, because they will care about one thing. They will care about where this company is going, because that is telling them where they can take their lives. And at the World Mega Event, we will have a lot of news. There would be a lot of directions towards where we're going. There would be an appreciation of where the company is. And so I really hope that you will make the effort and sign up right now to do this, because those of you who develop the right perspective, those of you who are able to communicate that perspective, you will see a growth and a change in the way that you do business. And you will see companies around the world trying to, emulate what we're doing here, because it is really about to take off for real. So get signed up for the 3rd of July. Yeah, I spoke too much, Kenny. Back to you.
Never. Awesome. Thank you, Jens. Always a pleasure listening to you. And yeah, you heard Jens. It's about getting people on the 3rd of July and focusing forward on your dreams and your visions with your business within CROWD1. Again, you're building one crowd and getting paid on multiple opportunities. And one of them is a big highlight on this event, and that is Planet IX. The response of this, the response of this, it has been just tremendous without it even being in the beta launch yet, which is happening in July. So don't miss that part as well, the 3rd of July on the event. And see you next Wednesday on the call as well. And thank you, Jens. Talk later. Thank you, everybody. Have a great Wednesday wherever you're calling in from in the world.
Thanks, Kenny.